Hey, what's going on, everybody? Video 44 coming at you with another video. So, I just saw the intro that Ben Simmons had walking out into Philadelphia's arena and having the booze rain down on his head. I think it's one of those things where it's like, he's there now. He's there. That moment has passed. Whatever it is from this moment on, can't be no worse than what that initial moment was. Whatever they're going to do, they may throw something, they may continue booing, but however he has to perceive it, the worst is behind him now. I think it would help him a lot if he would have been able to play tonight. But I really do believe that looking at the Nets, playing it smart is better than trying to rush him out there to feed the need, for people's opinions and narratives and all the different stuff. I think at the end of the day, here's the reality for the Brooklyn Nets. Although they find themselves in a situation like the Lakers where they're arguable to make the play-in tournament because of how poorly they've played, they can also see themselves flipping a switch and being one of the best teams in the league overnight. Unlike the Lakers, they have the ability to do that, and are expected to and should over the next coming weeks firmly put themselves in a position to have play-in / playoffs wrapped up in hand. Ben Simmons is the most important defensive player on that entire team and will be tasked with guarding the best players in the Eastern Conference throughout that playoff run. He hasn't played basketball in over 10 months. I think it would be overly wise for them to take their absolute time in making sure that not only his back is right, but every other aspect of this guy is not only right, but in tip-top shape. You understand what I'm saying? He needs to be himself, as he said. Not a shell of himself, not a lesser version of himself, none of that. Because what the Nets are playing for is the entire thing. And they really have the talent to do it. We saw what Kyrie did, 50-piece. You know what KD's about. And now I'm looking at Bruce Brown. He seems like he's turning into something right now. I look at Cam Thomas and I already know what he can be tomorrow, one of the best scorers out there. They have pieces. Now you got Drummond in place. Now you got Curry in place. These are real helpful pieces to go along with what they have already. Patty Mills, Claxton, these are players who are going to complement them as well. I think the Nets are going to be just fine. I don't look at them like the Lakers. They're going to be fine. They're going to beat whoever they play in the play-in tournament if they have to. And if not, you'll see them in the 7th or 6th seed. Like they're gonna march. Now, if they get the wrong matchup in the first round, I could totally see them in a serious dogfight. They're not above being upset, which is why it's important for Ben Simmons to be 100%. Not necessarily trying to feed this narrative and playing in Philadelphia when his body's not ready, but making sure that he continues on his regiment of building strength and being prepared for what will be the most difficult and most intense defensive playoffs of his career. He's going to have to play D, and he's going to have to know what the Nets do, and he's going to have to complement what they do, and it's not just something you can just flip the switch on. However, I will agree with those who say the sooner he gets on the court with them, the better, and if he's physically able to start that process running with the team, it will probably be better to do that now and work the kinks out sooner than later. There isn't a lot of time left in the season, but I think the Nets are playing it smart. I think they're playing it safe. I think they understand that the load that he's going to have to take is going to be substantial and very, very physical. And that's the thing. He can't just I can't stress this enough. He can't come into this situation not being in shape. He can't have back problems because he's going to have to guard Giannis. It's as simple as that. He's going to have to guard Bam. He's going to have to guard really everybody, not just those players, but he's going to have to guard Jimmy. This is the type of assignments that he's going to have to run into. Jason Tatum. Like, these are he's going to have to check these people. So, yeah, no, he can't play with his health right now. And it's that simple. He needs to be doing everything that is necessary for him to be in the best shape possible for these playoffs. And if not, they're not gonna get far as they need to go. I mean, they're a fantastic team, but they're not the only fantastic team out there. In fact, the Eastern Conference is full of them. So right now, I'm not gonna say take your time, but I'd say pace it smart. and understand that the role uh, is all about defense, all about defense for Ben. So that's what it is, man. I know we wanted to see him out there playing against Philadelphia, but he ain't ready, and that's that. I personally don't believe it has a whole lot to do with anything psychological. I think he's ready to go mentally. I do, but I think that whatever is going on with his body, his conditioning isn't there yet, and so on and so forth. So yeah, man, that's what I gotta say. BDF 44. I thank y'all for watching. I'm out.